So today we will be taking a question that I have seen being solved on YouTube many times by different methods. I will be using simple inequalities to solve it, and this was a very confusing question by the way, because I feel many people got it wrong back then when it came in 2020. As you will see, if you are able to identify the correct inequality identity to be used, this will simplify very easily and you do not need to go into complex geometry of complex numbers or analyze the different things in an argand plane to come to an answer to this question. So let us go one by one. First of all, we can see that in both of these options we have z plus 1 by 2, and we can see that if we complete the square of whatever it is in this quantity, we will get the term of z plus 1 by 2. So we will just complete the square. So this will become z plus 1 whole square plus 1 minus 1 by 4. Z plus 1 by 2 whole square, because we have added plus 1 by 4 to complete the square, we will subtract 1 by 4. This will be z plus 1 by 2 whole square plus 3 by 4 is equal to 1. Here we will use the first identity or the first inequality based identity to be used, which is mod of a plus b is less than or equal to mod a plus mod b. This is a basic identity and we can easily apply it in this case. So this is basically a and this is b. So mod of a plus b will be less than and equal to mod a plus mod b, because here you can see that this quantity is basically mod of a based on how we have termed the terms in this equation while we are solving it. So this thing a plus b is basically z plus 1 whole square plus 3 by 4, which is less than equal to z plus 1 whole square plus mod of 3 by 4. And this quantity is given as 1 because this is nothing but z square plus z plus 1, right? The whole mod, and which is already given as 1 in the question. Basically this, we have completed the square and then we got that quantity, right? And that quantity is basically 1. So 1 is basically less than or equal to z plus 1 mod whole square plus 3 by 4. We will take 3 by 4 here. Simply you will get z plus 1 by 2 mod whole square is greater than or equal to 4, because mod is always a positive quantity. This means z plus 1 by 2 mod is greater than or equal to half. You do not need less than or equal to minus half here, because this is always a positive quantity. So very quickly you have solved this and this will be wrong. Now similarly we have mod z here. So again we will require some inequality based in which mod of this term will come. So again we will use another basic identity, which is mod of a plus b is greater than or equal to mod a minus mod b. This we have taken as a and this as b. So this is a and this is b. So what this means is mod of this will be greater than or equal to mod of z square plus z minus mod of 1, which is 1. Now again, we already know that this quantity whole is 1, right? That is what is given. That is the only thing that is given. So just put it here. You will get, when we'll open it, we will get two cases, right? Because this is less than or equal to 1. This has to lie between 1 and minus 1 and 1. When you take this side of the equation, what you will get is minus 1 less than equal to z square plus z whole mod minus 1. This will cancel out. So what you will get is z square plus z whole mod is greater than equal to 0, which is always true. So you did not consider that case basically, but focus on this side. So minus 1 will go this side. Z square plus z whole mod is less than or equal to 2. And we will again use mod of a minus mod of b. The whole mod is less than equal to mod a plus b. Again, the same identity we are using it here. So this one will be a, this one will be b. So mod of a minus mod of b whole mod will be less than equal to mod a plus b. Are you understanding? Is this, it's simply the same identity, but in this case we have used different terms there, and we already know from here that this one will be less than equal to 2. So basically we will have this whole thing as less than or equal to 2. Again we will open it as minus 2 and 2. So basically what you will get is mod of z square minus mod z plus 2 greater than equal to 0, which will be always true because the discriminant of that equation is less than 0, and that quantity will be always positive. Or mod z in that case will be always positive, which is anyhow true, because what is mod z? Mod z is basically the distance of that particular complex number from the origin, and distance is already always positive, so you won't get anything of value from there. Focus on this side. So mod of z whole square minus mod z minus 2 less than or equal to 0, you can factorize it as a basic inequality, mod of z minus 2 mod of z plus 1 less than equal to 0, mod of z belongs to minus 1 to 2. That is how we do, right? If x minus 2 into x plus 1 is less than or equal to 0, we basically get x belongs to minus 1 to 2, right? That is basic inequality. So instead of x here we have mod z, so mod of z will belong to minus 1 to 2, and because mod is always a positive quantity, you forget about this, just take it from 0 to 2. So mod of z is less than or equal to 2. So we simply get this answer. Very elegant solution. This is, you do not need to worry about geometry much. And this is very simple. Okay, the set S has exactly 4 elements. Let us say z square plus z plus 1. Let us concentrate on this. This is a complex number, this is a complex number, this is again a complex number. So the sum of it will be any complex number. Let us call it W. Okay, let it be any complex number. We are not worried about it. So what basically this means is mod of W is 1. This is the only thing we are given here. There are infinite number of W's that can satisfy this. This is basically a circle with center at origin, and all the W which lie on that circle of unit radius will satisfy it. So it won't have exactly 4 elements, it will have infinite elements. So this option is also wrong. So that's it. A very straightforward question if you know which inequalities to apply. But as you know, it can get a little tricky when you are doing it in the exam under immense stress, because this is not an because this relation is not something that you use every day. This you can use a lot in triangles, but this is something that you do not use every day. So it's basically based on chance if you are able to remember it on that day, on that particular spot. So if you are able to do that, then this is a very straightforward question. So please follow this page for similar insights on previous JEE questions as well as on other theory related portion based to JEE advanced maths. We will definitely add more value to whatever it is that you already know. Thank you.